Iron this thing up. Finally got it working. Oh crap, they changed the whole soundtrack thing in Roll20. I'm just now looking at that. Ooh, it's all fancy and nice now. So I gotta take a look at it. It's got like a... Man, it's so nice. Alright, hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player games, writer, words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my good friends. Damn it, somebody just left the chat. Chris, you fool! I had the webcam set up so wonderfully. Chris is now an ex-friend, playing the noir detective, human inquisitive, rogue, wizard, Mannix. I don't have the other setup available. Our webcam's just going to be jacked.
Great timing.
That was great timing. Good job, Christopher. Heather playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Celeste. God damn it.
Hello.
Rochelle playing the popular and charismatic Triton bard of Whispers Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond playing the heedlessly brave turtle battle master fighter rogue George.
Hi.
And Reese playing the undead-hating, animal-loving hill dwarf druid of the moon, Theron.
That is my neck and upper torso.
Yep, good job. Now he's back. Wonderful. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Thank you for fucking up my webcams, Christopher. I appreciate it.
I just intentionally
yeah,
fucking you up.
I know you did. Alright, it should be fixed in a second. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous episodes on my YouTube page, as well as read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes No Players Allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation, on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, check out patreon.com/Rogue Watson. Shout out to Platinum patrons Andrew, Brian, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, and Charles. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy and Yuma, Marcos David Vicente, Gilberto, Sean aka Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, Alkshi, and Sam. Thank you all so much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. And for video, chat, and audio, we use Discord with a new and improved setup. So hopefully our webcams are no longer horrifically choppy and awful. Judging by what I can see, I think it is a lot better. So yay.
But you're not
assuming none of you leave the chat, and then because I don't have a backup plan right now. I did all the work to get all of our webcams situated, so none of you are allowed to leave.
That feels like we should all just like randomly drop out at random points.
That's right.
Oh,
Drop
no.
out and rejoin and just mix it
Yeah.
all.
Well, there will be at least one time when I press the mute button and it crashes Discord.
Damn it.
Right.
That has been consistent.
What?
Mine
It
it-
crashes when you mute?
Like every once in a while, it'll just like kick me out of Discord if I mute it.
Or on mine, it just shows you as like a
Discord gets
spinning
angry
circle.
with you.
Yeah, it's like his webcam. Just
No, mine does that too. Like I'll either mute or unmute, and I don't know which one, but then Discord will just restart.
Yeah.
Welcome
Weird.
to our Discord podcast, where we discuss all of our
That's
technical
right.
difficulties with Discord. All right, knock on wood,
Discord
everything
anxiety.
is working at the moment. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, the party's conversation with the mysterious mage atop the heart of Ubtao was cut short with the arrival of the powerful, unstoppable creature the Sohn sisters had sent after them. The steel predator took down half the party with a stunning roar, while the rest were left reeling. Before it could tear into them, Vorn rushed forward to grapple it in place and put himself between the surprised party and the creature. Valindra's Shadow Mantle cast a spell, opening an arcane gate to provide an emergency escape that led right to her floating rock base. The bestial construct viciously tore into Vorn, but he bought them enough time for the survivors to get everyone through the gate. Celeste activated Vorn before he was fully destroyed, and Valindra closed the gate before the predator could pull through. Atop the heart of Ubtao, the party noticed the shimmering force field that protected the entire floating rock. Inside, they found a cave that Valindra had made into an arcane research outpost, along with half a dozen zombie laborers and guards. The party were reticent to trust her, and Mannix could tell she was using illusion magic to mask her true identity. However, for their cooperation in agreeing to find the Soulmonger, she offered Mannix a magical eye to replace his damaged one, as well as the use of her teleportation circle. Finally, she levitated Vorn's body up to them so they could properly turn him over to Wakanga, a bit worse for wear. The party agreed to help Valindra and stepped through the portal, activating the runes to match the ones they saw at Wakanga's villa, bringing them back to Port Nyanzaru for the first time since they left nearly 2 months ago. Wakanga was thrilled to see them again, though a bit dismayed that Vorn was so heavily damaged and that the party claimed the portal had collapsed behind them. So, you all are back in the city.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, and as I mentioned at the end of last session, as you all kind of, you will be stepping outside soon, but the city, the effects of the death curse are very, very prevalent. Like the once vibrant city is darker, and it's more of a ghost town everywhere. There's no laughter or colors anywhere. People are, keeping to themselves and furtive glances, and there's a lot more of a armed, like, guard presence everywhere. Definitely an air of worry everywhere you see, and you definitely notice that the outside gates towards the slum districts that then lead more into the jungle are just completely closed at this point. But before leaving, since you did turn over Vorn to Wakanga,
in over Cassidy though.
he is willing to. Sorry, what'd you say?
I broke that remote.
You did, yeah. So he's a bit bummed about that. Vorn is.
Sounds like he was fine with keeping it as like a decoration, though. Too.
Yeah,
It didn't seem
yeah.
like he was too distraught.
Very damaged. And Wakanga, whom you met in the middle of a orgy, let's say, has now gotten shoved everybody. Yeah. He wasn't even too ashamed about it at all. This man doesn't even have much shame. Kind of shoved everybody out, got a robe on, and has offered you all 500 gold pieces for bringing Vorn to him.
Each?
No, not each.
So it's always the question.
It's a good try, though. It's a good try. It's solid, yeah.
Is it each? All right, that's 100 apiece.
Yep, 500 gold, 100 apiece, and you all can obviously stay for free here in the town. And he gives you a signet ring kind of a thing where you can show that to merchants, and you'll get a bit of a discount on any kind of. What? Oh no!
We each get a ring.
No, he just gives you one ring as the group, and he's you can use this as a discount for any supplies or purchases that you need.
Let's cut it into 5.
That's right.
Does this ring look valuable? How much does it sell for?
Yeah, probably would be. But yeah, it's like a favor token of his, basically. It shows that you're kind of employed in his service. And it's kind of like night and day when you step out into the city from his villa, because his villa's obviously, it's very ostentatious, and there's just magical shit everywhere. I mean, the torches are lit by, light spells and all that, and then you step out in the city, and it's immediately apparent that, the death curse is at a major effect out here. The gates are completely closed. There's more of an armed guard presence everywhere. The merchant stalls are like a ghost town. There's a tumbleweed goes by. Was once just this, gorgeously vibrant city has just completely turned around.
Looks like this city could use an orgy.
Now that Mannix apparently has his eye back, I would like to ask this person if there's anyone in the city who knows anything about concussions or internal injuries.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because
We got
I'm disadvantaging all over the place now.
Yeah. He finally seems to notice that some of
ribs.
you are cross-eyed and just holding your insides.
We're fine.
Yeah,
He intestine just sort of flops out. Back in real fast.
he recommends going to the Temple of Savras, where they have healing capabilities there. Although he mentions that it's a bit busier than usual because of everybody freaking out about this death curse, and nobody's quite sure what the cause is, how it's spread, and everything else. So people are going there for questions and answers and healing and all kinds of things.
Wonder if Annette and them have made it back yet.
Good question.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Did we lose Christopher? This happened last time I was... we were chatting, and he was getting disconnected all the time.
I think he's in a rent control department, and I kind of just wonder if they're just like trying to get him out of there. Because I feel like his internet drops all the time.
It seems like lately, though, it's been really, really bad.
It's been really bad for him lately.
The super just has internet cord is like
I think
pitching it off.
you've been here too long.
I'm impressed with how long it stays frozen. I wish Discord would do that so it wouldn't jack our cameras up, because we're about to get jacked up. I don't have time to fix them. Eldrin,
He's got like this great smarmy look.
It does.
Too.
I don't have an exact time on the death curse, but it has been approximately 50 days since you all left Port Nyanzaru the first time. So, I believe the death curse has been active for before you left. It was just kind of starting to be a thing, so I'd say 2 months is probably safe.
Okay.
Since the death curse began. So yeah, it's probably been 6 or 7 weeks since you all left, and that's made a big difference here in town. But you all can do some shopping, or you can go to the Temple of Savras for healing. Both, obviously. The day is yours.
I will
would
go
love
to
to.
the Temple of Savras.
Nice.
I'm gonna go do some shopping.
Okay. Do the healing part first. So unlike the rest of the city, the Temple of Savras is teeming with activity. There's people everywhere. In fact, there's now an armed military presence at the temple, which was definitely not a thing before. There he goes. And there's a line of people waiting to get inside, and guards are checking people as if it's a checkpoint, like it's a like an airport security checkpoint or a border crossing or something. It's just a line of people, and some of them are in bad shape, some of them are just looking really worried and haggard. But it looks like everybody's subject to rigorous inspection before being able to be let inside. How do you handle that? You wait in line?
No, I would like to.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I would like to go talk to one of the guards and try to persuade him with my sob story about how I sustained my injuries and why I need to be healed, to have him let me cut in front of line.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Really? +6 or something. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't seem too into his job, really. I mean, there's a lot of people in there, but you strike up a striking pose in front of him, and you've got quite the entourage behind you. So you managed to convince him that your need is a little bit greater, and you bring up something about having some more information you need to share with the priest, and he actually kind of waves you forward. The other guard kind of frowns at him, and there's a little bit of a conversation, but you're able to skip ahead and walk in.
George,
Excellent.
I'm with her.
Yeah, exactly. Inside is looks like a battlefield medical tent. There's cots set up, and people are laid out in various states of medical care, and priests walking around, and guards all throughout, and they're checking people constantly, and you can tell this has been a definite thing that the city has worked through, is having people get sick and die and then pop up as a zombie. So there's a lot more worry in the temple. You're able to find Grandfather Zatembe, who is the one that did a ritual for you all way, way long ago, in order to give you some answers, and he was the one that sent Inette with you. He's kind of in the middle of a crowd, just kind of murmuring people, and he's trying to calm people down. He says, "Please, please, we don't know the exact cause, but we don't believe it's infectious." And then just everybody's kind of clamoring up, "Oh, it's a curse from the gods!" And Somebody says, I heard if you get bitten, you become infected, and all these different and a lot of these rumors don't make it. Somebody says like, oh, my grandfather came to visit us today, and he's been dead for 2 years. Just a lot of this that you're just kind of rolling your eyes, but he looks kind of overwhelmed, and then kind of looks at you all and has his kind of
I saw
eyes
the
go
baby,
wide.
and the baby waved at me.
Yes.
George yells, "That one's waking up! Oh no!"
One of the guards stabs him.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to what is his name? Father Atimbe? Is that what you said?
Wait, wait. Is he gonna ask? We don't know where Annette is. I don't think we should talk to him.
His eyes go wide, and he kind of scans. Yeah, all of you. But go ahead.
Your daughter's perfectly safe outside.
We can tell him the truth, can't we? Like, we sent her off with, like...
She's shopping right now. Could you please heal us, Father?
Before we give her back. We're holding her ransom.
Wait, oh, no. This is taking a turn.
We were holding her hostage for healing.
That's right.
No,
No,
shopping.
we sent her with, like, trustworthy people, right? They were, like, who were they?
The
We did.
Star
for,
Goddess people.
For her
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's reassuring.
We
We sent her with you know.
Yeah, people, they were from a ship, and some cat people, and there were some other folks, too.
Don't listen to him. She's shopping right now.
The cleric lady, Undril, didn't she come back with them? Or no, she stayed in Righteous. Yeah, okay, so it was just Annette and the not pirates, the flying ship people. Not pirates.
Sorry, we didn't send him away with pirates. Let me clarify. They were people on a pirate ship, but they weren't pirates.
Totally trustworthy people on a pirate ship. Totally different.
He's trying to like get to you all, but there's like a crowd around him. How do you want to deal with that?
Well, yelling fire usually works.
I'm gonna. I'll take like 100 silver and just toss it.
Hey,
We're about to find the richest person in this temple.
peasants, catch!
That is so horrible and so in line with your character.
I think
Gillian,
point of
you
inspiration
can have a
for
point of
that.
inspiration for that.
Thank you.
You throw 100 silver pieces scattering across the temple floor. A couple of the guards look around and start like snatching up. It becomes a frenzy.
And I just do this like without, with a straight face, without any warning. I just toss it and then just turn back to the priest and
Walk through as they all just
Yeah.
run
Yeah.
towards the silver pieces.
it's a move I've used before.
Yeah. He walks up and says, I think you might have dropped something.
No, I didn't, dear. So we are in desperate need of some healing, and I'm hoping you can help us.
Of course, but please, Annette, she was our best and brightest. She insisted on going with you. I don't see her. What happened? He's just all like worrisome, everything.
She was
We can
eaten
tell
by
the
a
truth, right?
zombie tyrannosaurus.
So I don't think we should lie. I think
Yeah.
that we felt like it was in her best interest to send her back.
Shopping. We sent her shopping.
Shore just won't let it go. He's committed to the lie.
She's
He's
right
allowed to tell
outside, out the
story.
corner. Strangle him when he turns around.
She's getting some milk.
We
She'll be gone for
sent
3
her with
months.
a very capable entourage to guide
carry
her
the
to
bags for her.
safety.
She's shopping, and her entourage is carrying the bags for her. She's totally fine.
He looks like that he's not reassured at all. He's like,
Do you know what are the cat people's names? River Wine and Flask Cat.
That is hilariously wrong, but also probably what your character would probably remember of them.
I think Chris now deserves a point.
Cat 1 and Cat 2?
Yeah. If you,
God, I hate them
Glass
so much.
of wine.
if you know them,
Flask
they're-
Cat. His eyes go wide. The Tabaxi guards?
yes, they're guiding her back up to town.
From where?
Up the whatever the river's name is.
Omu. Close to Omu.
Yeah.
Why did she leave the group?
We ended up with a lot of entourage, and to be honest, the jungle was getting less and less safe the more we walked around. So those who felt they needed to decided to come back to the city.
It's because she's so kind-hearted that Tabaxi became crippled, and she decided to go slowly with them. She's coming right now. With the crippled Tabaxi.
Oh, well.
They can only really crawl, really.
What?
It-
And
they're,
you
they're
said-
coming in a crawl.
You sent her with crippled Tabaxi.
We tried to get her to come with us, but she's so kind-hearted that she had to watch over them. She couldn't let a single soul.
She's fine. The turtle's a compulsive liar. don't worry about him.
All right. I hope she makes it back safely.
How long has it been since they started to come back this way, though?
It has been. I actually wrote that down.
She'll be fine. I'm sure she can outrun 2 crippled Tabaxi.
They're not crippled.
It's just his own lies build upon this narrative. Yes.
Like he's just forgotten reality. His
Yeah,
story is.
This is what happened. It has been 20 days since they left with the Tabaxi, Annette, and the survivors from the wreck of the Star Goddess, which I won't switch to the map over, but if you look at the map, it's definitely takes longer than that to go. Even if they did a straight non-stop shot and never went somewhere and rested, it would have taken them longer to get that from there to the city.
Right. Okay.
So it's not shocking.
And I think they were going to go through Camp Righteous too to actually get rested up. So we can tell them that too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not. You are not surprised to find that they have not arrived yet in town. In other words, you don't think anything of that. And like you said, yeah, they probably would have stopped. So, but Zatembe looks worried, but still, then he kind of nods and says, "Well, it's Savras has a plan for her. Hopefully, she will help others as she helped you all. Perhaps now I can help you all. Did you find anything else about this terrible curse afflicting us?"
Please, our concussions.
Yes, of course. He does mention that there is a fee associated with his kind of healing. And he looks around and says that normally he would try and give you all a discount due to the work you're doing, but they are in dire straits right now and in needs of all the help they can get.
What's your fee?
If you look at our house rules at the very bottom, healing your injuries is going to cost a greater restoration, which is worth 450 gold pieces.
Dear Lord.
Holy.
There has to be a buy one, get one.
Yeah, what he says he
I
can
have
do.
2.
What he says he can do is definitely lump like everybody's injuries in at least with one spell. With one.
We all have to lay down in a bed together.
Yeah.
It's real weird.
It's gonna get weird. I'm on it.
Wait, so we can do everyone's injuries for a total of 450?
Yes.
Okay, that's better.
Wait, what spell is he using?
Greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
I'm just watching this whole thing unfold.
Mhm.
Wait, I'm curious. I kind of don't want to say anything because I want to see what happens, but when he heals Mannix, Will his eye pop back in place?
You can't be like face off and be like, yeah, this eye, I don't need that anymore.
That's right.
All right. So it's just the three of us, 150 each, right? I think
know
Celeste
what
and
you're-
Theron are fine.
I don't know what your injuries are.
I don't have any internal
I don't
injuries.
think Theron has any
What?
Darren's bear has internal injuries.
internal injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just split it three-way, 150 each.
All right, that's
Just Timmy hands you a glass of water. Here, son, you need a drink.
All right.
150.
Yep.
George
Takes
pays
you
150.
takes you to a back room. Some woman comes up and collects the money in a bowl.
George pays in copper pieces.
You asshole. It takes 17 bowls. But yeah, you are restored. You feel better. Some prayers go through Zatembe.
We come back out and tell Celeste and Theron that they're definitely missing out. we had a bonding experience back there.
Yeah.
You two will never know.
You've reached bond level 2.
I'm okay with not knowing.
George
But,
is actually just by himself in the corner.
Yep. He pointedly asks, like, what is your status right now? What have you all learned, and do you have any kind of update on what you found? Because he knew about
Well-
your quest to go. Oh, and he also asks how the honeymoon has gone. Because he was the one that.
Was he really?
Yes. I have that in my notes. It's like one of the first notes I have is that Zatembe wholeheartedly believes Mannix and Theron are engaged. Still one of my favorite gags from earlier.
We've discovered we're very different people. To be honest, we think we rushed things in the beginning.
He puts a hand on your
Oh
shoulder.
man, it's a great joke to say why we broke up.
I'm sorry to hear
We're
that.
still friends, though.
Gonna
Friends
cut it in the
with-
bedroom.
That's right.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Theron's
tight.
way. No, I'm not gonna.
What?
I could just that.
Oh my god.
We are
No,
way
what did
too
you
comfortable
say?
with each other.
Yeah. I'll just go
George
with.
says,
I'll just go. with
Zatembe
the
just
first
waves
one.
his hands. He's like, I
Yeah.
don't. It's all right, son. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm
can
a
with the
priest,
first
not a
one if I want.
therapist.
George says, at least the children are getting used to shared custody.
That's right. Yeah, we'll tell him. Generally speaking, maybe not tell him exactly, because at this point, Mannix is still kind of aware of the eye, and he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to like say out loud while he's got the eye plugged in, even though he knows it's not audio. But
What kind of cybernetic eye do you have?
gotta plug my eye and records audio. But just tell him, that we know what the source of the curse is. Ask him, does he know that the curse is just going to affect anybody that dies? Because there's a lot of people in here yelling about, like, superstition and rumors and whatnot, but there is a reality to it.
Yeah, he says that they've pretty much figured that out at this point, just by process of what's happened. But they don't have TV. Here it's hard to get that
Right.
word out, and everybody's actually been isolated. And in fact, they finally had to just shut the gates specifically because there was a lot of problems outside, and he's been like worried about the status in like a lot of the slums where people don't check up on people sleeping in alleys or something, and he's like it was getting real nasty. And now a lot of the slums have been abandoned. People have like fled into the jungle or just gotten into the city proper itself. He's like the city is just in a bad shape right now.
Yeah. Well, we can tell him that we know what the source is, and that our intention is to end it.
Yeah, he wishes you all very speedily luck with that, and mentions that there have not been any ships coming or going for a while. The harbor master has not specifically quarantined the city or anything to that effect, but people seem to be staying away from Schultz more than usual. However, he does mention that the ship that you arrived on, the Brazen Pegasus, is still at the docks.
Okay, that's good to know.
George says, we also learned that Azorbo and Almirage together don't get along.
In case you ever wondered that.
In case you want to raise a petting zoo or something.
You all feel nicely refreshed, and Zatumbe wishes you all the best of luck.
Yay, my ribs aren't stabbing me anymore.
Yeah. Only costs a little bit of money.
I want to go shop.
Yeah, that's what I'm flipping to. You all can do some shopping. There are some things you can buy normally, as well as there's actually, you all can shop for magic items. There's a whole system for that was added in Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Xanathar's Guide to Everything for every Dungeon Master's need. It couldn't be easier. So yeah, the once lively bazaar and merchant stalls are just a bit of a ghost town now as you go through the Grand Souk and even down at the market ward. Once a bustling activity with, exotic perfumes, colorful clothing, beautiful jewelry is now pretty much just the, people just selling, food and water and, basic clothing and shit. It's, half the stalls are
Mad Max
empty. It's not quite, it hasn't shifted that far to the extreme, but it's definitely, getting a bit more into that situation. More like a storm's coming through town. Everybody's kind of bought through a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
You all can find a apothecary, alchemist who's selling potions would be of use to you. And when you flash the signet ring, they kind of nod and reveal that they have pretty much all of their stock that you can then see. And you look at and they tell you that their prices are discounted, but you realize that their normal prices are hugely marked up. So your discount prices is basically like sticker price for these potions.
I also have a Goblin Queen mask I need to sell.
Oh lord. Okay. You all might have a lot of stuff to sell. I haven't even forgotten about that. Do you have any kind of page annotation or something for that? I actually might remember where that was.
I took it off of her dead body.
Okay.
That was from the trap that we sent flying.
Goblin mask set with gemstones?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, they're definitely very interested. You can find a buyer pretty quick for that. Those look like pretty nice gemstones. To the tune of 90 gold pieces.
90?
90.
I mean, these gemstones are exquisite.
Goodbye.
They are. We lost Chris again. Damn it!
What about a couple of onyxes?
Onyxes, that sounds like a certain kind of gem.
Make it 100 and you've got a deal.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Where's the onyx?
Persuasion.
How many onyx do you have?
Dose.
George
15.
has one.
Celeste, they accept 100 gold for the mask. The onyxes are worth 50 apiece.
George sells one.
Yeah, you guys can sell those.
I'd like to buy some studded leather.
I have studded leather.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Dwarf size?
Just the studded leather armor.
Yes.
I'm sure we could have it adjusted.
Just cinches it up a little tighter in the back.
Yeah.
Just tighten the laces.
Yep. Tighten those
Use
laces.
a sword, cut off the too long pieces.
Also, are there any magical shields?
There are magical shields. You can actually find +1 shields and again, if you flash that signet ring, you can get the sticker price, which is the discount here, which is 450 gold pieces.
For a +1?
For a +1 shield.
Wow.
What about a nice shiny new rapier?
Like a regular rapier?
No, I want something with a +1.
Oh, for a +1, it's gonna be 500.
What else does it come with for 500?
That's all it is. These magic items are pretty rare, and especially in Schultz, where they're not exactly a huge trade going on back and forth. You do find some potions available for sale, though, as I said, with the apothecary kind of showing you what they've got. And your options are for 50 gold apiece. They've got 6 potions of healing and 1 potion of climbing. And then for 200 gold apiece, 2 potions of greater healing, 2 potions of... These I can't type. Water breathing, and 1 potion of fire breath. And then the exquisite stock, 500 gold each. This is all just a money sink at this point. 1 potion of superior healing and 1 potion of invulnerability is what the apothecary has.
With 10 platinum, how many potions will that get me?
What is a platinum? Is that 10 gold?
10 gold, so that's...
100 gold.
100 gold, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll take 2 of the potions of healing.
Okay.
Hand over my platinum.
Clink, clink.
Is there any magical studded leather?
No. But what you can do, like I said, you can actually search for magic items. It takes a persuasion check as you try to talk around and grease the right palms, and if you spend money, you can get a plus on this check. And whatever you roll determines how many times you can then roll on the magic item table to determine what is available that you find. Good
Okay.
lord, Theron.
I rolled a 20.
That was very good. All
Does that
right.
get me?
So, table D. Give me a 1d4, please. Two. All right, so you can roll twice on this table. So give me 2 separate D100 rolls.
All right.
9 and a 15. Well, those are both the same thing. So the extra things you find for sale are potions of supreme healing,
Oh boy.
which I think is the one above superior healing. I say that these are exceedingly rare, and normally you can't even buy these. Supreme is
But-
very rare, but and they heal 10d4 plus 20, by the way.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're
10d4
very
plus 20.
they're very rare. This price is insane. You're not gonna be able to afford them.
The guy just says, like, I've got these. but
Yeah,
you're
I've
not
got these,
gonna
but
be
you
able to
can't
afford
fucking afford them.
them. Just like a snooty, like Ben's dealer. Like, listen, you can look at it.
Thieves can afford anything.
true. I have a really good sleight of hand check.
Thieves can afford anything.
Very tempting to try to steal this.
Mm-hmm.
I point those out to the group.
Yeah, they're in a glass like
They're in
container.
those plastic containers that can only be opened at the cash
Guarded
register.
by a cat.
Guarded by a vicious beast. A hellcat, if you will.
Cat stares at us like it knows we're thinking about stealing the potions.
You've angered the cat again.
Please.
Do they happen to have any alchemist fire?
Yeah, I think that's a standard item you can buy, actually. I believe it's in the player's handbook. I'm gonna get a fourth book out on my desk. Wow, almost turned to the exact right page. That's back to your back. Alchemist
Right,
Fire is 50 gold.
Okay.
For a
Did I hear that
flask.
we're selling the onyx gems for 100? Is that what I
50
heard?
apiece.
50 apiece. Okay.
I'd also like to sell my amulet of raised dead.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because you chose death.
In a city that's like having a real problem with the undead. Would you like to raise your own undead?
They hate other undead.
It's a bit of a fight fire with fire situation.
That's right.
It's cute. People
If not, I'll just...
People do not seem interested in buying that that charm, and you feel oddly like connected to it. Like you don't think it would actually work for anybody else.
Hmm. Well, this is awkward.
What am I going to do with you? Amulet of undeath and nightmare statue that I carry around with me.
There's a
No wonder I
complicated.
hate it.
It's just
Yeah.
a collection of just macabre just
Items don't
devices.
own me, man.
Alright, so there's 4 potions of healing left, and then 2 potions of greater healing left, right? Because I already bought 2 with my 10 platinum.
That looks to be correct. Yes. I don't think nobody else has bought potions yet, right?
I've not.
Tell me how much those potions are cost.
The
Oh, the ultimate
Potions of
one.
extremely
Yeah.
superior healing.
oh,
I just want to know.
all right. Roll a 1d4 plus 1, boss. According to Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Four seems like a high roll.
It's pretty high. They just smile and say, "Ha, you know, I don't think you can afford something like this, but I don't think I'm going to part for this for less than about," he leans forward, 20,000 gold pieces.
Well, that's
Huh.
just insane.
Yeah, I could buy this shop twice over with that gold.
I do cater to the merchant princes.
Jesus.
We'll make
Well.
sure to tell Wakanga.
Joey catering to them still.
That's right.
I just need to buy some crossbow bolts. So,
Give me all your crossbows.
how many of those can
I
I,
have
buy?
simple needs.
I can't afford any of these fancy magic items.
Ammunition, yeah, it's pretty cheap, remember. They do have some magic ammunition, but it is also kind of pricey. You can get +1 ammunition for 50 gold a piece.
50 gold a piece.
Like 50 gold per bolt.
Per bolt.
Well, I'm not going
And
to
the
do
person
that.
selling
so-
it has itemized the hell out of those items. Yeah, dude, the player's handbook.
Each
I will
bolt is
just
in
take
its own
some
container.
regular crossbow bolts.
Where is the shopping section? There we go. Ammo.
So how are we
here.
looking money-wise for the rest of those potions? Because I have a feeling we're going to need them.
Ammunition is 1 gold piece for 20 So a pack of 20 is 1 gold.
Okay, how many are available?
So keep bringing the bolts out. I'm gonna need a shipment of your finest bolts, please.
I'm worried that you misheard me. When I said all the bolts, I feel like you just heard me say a lot
You
of
see
bolts.
that? Is that a crate in the back? Bring that up here. Is that a bolt in it? You there? Search the back room for more bolts. It takes like 3 people, like half an hour, searching the store top and bottom.
And then they're done, and Gilly looks at him and goes, "That's too many bolts. Take them back."
You confidently find 5 quivers that are sold, which each one has 20. So there's 100
Excellent.
total.
So that's just 5 gold?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds real cheap after hearing all these other prices.
Yep. Bolts are cheap compared to magical elixirs.
Is
But
there
back to my
anything
money
like
question.
magic armor or weapons or something like that? I was disconnected for a little while from this.
Yeah. They do have a +1 shield that's 450 gold. And they have a +1, it looks like a spear-looking thing called an Ikowa, that a lot of the guards around Port Nyanzaru use. And they have a +1 version of that that's really shining and shimmery and splendid. 500 gold for that one.
Mm. I assume that doesn't have the light and the properties of a rapier, whatever the.
I don't believe it does. I think it's like a spear.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, none of that works for me. I've got cryopraise gems.
Gesundheit.
Yeah.
Praise.
Chrysopraise? I don't know.
Praise him. That is like the onyx. It is a 50 gold.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those. They also sell pack animals
Ooh.
for what it's worth. You find a.
They come in boxes. Just add water.
It's just bouncing a little bit. Don't feed them after midnight. For 100 gold, you can get your very own flying monkey, or giant lizard, or hadrosaurus. For 250 gold, you can get your own Ankylosaurus, Deinonychus, or flying snake. And for 500 gold, you can get your own sad, flatulent Triceratops.
What? Is it really sad, Triceratops?
The animals definitely look leaner and a bit healthier than last you were in the city. From when you saw dinosaurs roaming around constantly with everything else. There hasn't been too much of that.
Oh, man.
Cat, come on.
I hear a cat back
No,
there.
the cat is not for sale. Not for sale.
The cat's guarding the.
Oh no, we're losing him. We're losing him.
I don't know.
He knows he's being lost.
He's being Thanos snapped as we speak. I don't want to go, guys. I'm scared. He's just been snapped away. I'm scared, Mr. Clark.
How many flying monkeys are there?
Oh Lord. You see 3 flying monkeys jittering around in a like a bird cage type thing.
George buys one.
Oh God.
They make you sign like papers like PetSmart style too. It's like you have to fill out some paperwork, promise to take it to the I was gonna say the vet. I don't know if that exists here, but you have to sign over some paperwork saying you're gonna be a responsible pet owner.
You know what? I'll buy a flying monkey too.
Yes.
And they can be best friends.
Turns out the monkeys hate each other. Bitter rivals. 100
What?
gold apiece.
I've paid my 100 gold. What can I name my monkey?
Something we've all thought about.
Well, let me ask first. Do they have names? Like, are they trained to have a name, or can we name them?
The person shrugs like, you can name them whatever you want. You can teach them to fetch stuff, or that's about it.
Can they steal stuff?
Hell, you don't need a monkey for that, son.
Yeah, but it makes it so much better.
It sure does.
I'm gonna name mine Thaddeus. Please make a character sheet for me.
Character sheet for Thaddeus.
Thaddeus the monkey.
You know these monkeys are endlessly adorable.
Oh God.
Aww.
Celeste shudders. As she realizes he's monkey.
Their CR rating is 0.
The question is, does the monkey recognize Celeste?
Not all monkeys are the same monkey. Why would that one recognize Celeste?
What if it was the one that was with the group that she stabbed and then someone captured her later?
That would be a crazy big dive, and it does not appear to be the same one, no.
Okay. Okay.
Stab the monkey.
Monkeys actually have a very sophisticated communication system. That's where the internet came from.
Ah,
They share pictures online. They know.
they know.
They know how to browse Instagram.
Instagram was created by
They're
monkeys.
real into monkey shaming right now.
Alright, Thaddeus. Show me what you can do.
Just takes off and
Boy, I can't wait to eat that monkey when we get home.
Thaddeus, come back.
He just flies away. No, when you buy them, they just kind of like make little friendly noises and just kind of crawl all around you. And
George
they,
pulls out a ration. George
they
pulls out a ration for Thaddeus.
all right, yeah, I'd sit there and nibble on it.
oh, thank goodness.
They smell pretty
He's
bad
a
though.
kind donor.
They definitely need a bath.
Okay. Let's go to the lake.
The
Don't
lake.
drown your monkey.
This is an ocean right here.
I'm gonna go back to the apothecary person, and I'm gonna buy the rest of their health potions.
Okay. The graders or regulars?
Both.
Both of them? Okay. Trading all my money
I'm gonna
for
buy the.
potions.
Yeah, well, I've got to keep these people alive somehow. So yeah, I'll pay the 600 gold pieces and get all the rest of the healing potions.
Wow.
Darren's pretty happy with his +2 AC picked up this session, and that he'll probably never use.
Yeah. Goal occasionally knock you out of your beast form only for you to transform again.
Yeah.
Or can I buy a collar tag and engrave it with Thaddeus' name?
We're gonna get a shock collar.
You find that you'd probably be able to find something if before you left the city, but now currently there's not a whole lot of like jewelry or any kind of exotic merchants around. You all can go to the, assuming you're done shopping and selling, you can go to the port to check up on Captain Ortome, or sleep for the night, whatever. But at some point when you're shopping, just from, or walking around from the alleyway, a figure seemingly materializes from out of the shadows. Your hands all immediately fly to your weapons, but they give a series of gestures that you recognize as thieves' cant, which has the things of like, don't shoot, basically. I'm here to, and the thieves' cant says, I'm here to deliver a message. And this
I will
figure,
respond back, no promises.
this figure is completely in hooded garb. You can't see their face at all, and they produce a sealed envelope. And you recognize the seal of the Zentarum. They hand it to you.
I look at the three thieves. I look at him. I look at the three thieves. Quarterstaff raised, ready at the club.
I'll take the letter.
Okay. As soon as you do, the figure just steps back and seemingly just vanishes back into the shadows.
Being a rogue, would I be able to follow his movements anyway?
You might be able to. You can kind of tell, like, to a lot of folks, it literally looks like they step back in the shadows, but what you can tell, it looks like they obviously step into an alleyway and then kind of do some fancy, like, parkour stuff, and, like, down the alleyway, end up on a roof, and just kind of are sprinting around, just staying to, like, the darkened sides.
Celeste will roll her eyes at that. Let her show offs under her breath.
That's right.
Alright, I'll open it. Let's see what it says.
Okay. The note reads, "My friends, I'd hope to talk to you again in person when you return to the city, but things are getting a bit heavy around here, and we found a good lead on the pirate activity. My new assignment is to take the next ship out of here, knowing it'll be attacked by one of the 3 pirate crews. I've got the names of the captains, Jaharwan, Alsariak, and Lascalar. Alsariak is the one with the sending stone that we've been using to spy with. I'm to go undercover and slip aboard the ship, try to insinuate myself aboard the crew and get more information. We know they're operating somewhere out of Jahaka Bay, but we need to be smart about this. I look forward to working with you again when you can make it out here. Signed, Roca."
I don't remember who this person is at all.
Roca's the dude we went to the Crusader camp with, right?
Yes, Fort Belwarian.
Oh, that we foobarred so bad at the beginning and then had to sneak into the backside?
Yep. They're gonna go
That
spider form.
unnaturally handsome young man.
Yes, unnaturally handsome young man. Yeah, and you got the sending stone for him that tied the flaming fist to the pirates, and you left it with him, and he said that he was gonna stay on top of it and kind of give you an update. And this is the update. Apparently, he is not in town, but has gone off on assignment and left you this note.
Hmm.
Which I can copy and paste for you because I did not make a handout for this. Stupid lazy DM.
Chris, you'll be happy to know I bought all of the healing potions.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what to spend my money on.
We already left.
Oh, okay.
George and
I will offer to sell them to you at a slight markup.
Slight markup. George and Gillian bought flying monkeys.
And there's another one left if you want to go get the last one.
Flying monkey. There's
You
nothing
laugh.
Mannix.
Mannix
I think
does
Mannix
love
would hate
animals.
More.
Friend to all beasts.
That's right.
It's only 100 gold.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cheap monkeys.
Relatively.
It's one more. Don't let him be lonesome.
I'd be happier with the 100 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Poor monkey. By the way, since I couldn't find a place to engrave a tag or anything, I put my charm of power on my monkey.
That seems
Okay.
safe.
Charm of power. Like as a necklace it's wearing?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It seems to be overjoyed at this and makes cooing noises and kind of holds it dearly.
This is the one that makes weapons appear, right?
The one that makes weapons appear. I don't know. Did you do a description for it?
Oh, remember you gave us all the different charms? Like,
Yeah.
I got the death one. I got power. I think I want to say I made a
I
weapon.
think that one enchanted a weapon.
Oh, is that what it is?
I was hoping you wrote
Oh, you
down the
can
descriptions
enchant-
when I gave them to you.
You can enchant your monkey.
Mhm.
Turn him into a weapon.
I'm gonna weaponize this flying monkey so hard. Pull up my Orlunga notes.
It's alright, I'll find it.
Yeah, I don't remember what all the individual ones do.
Well, guess we can go sleep for the night.
Charm of Power was elemental weapon, so I think it added elemental damage to a weapon, like an enhancement. Yeah, the only other thing is if you wanted to check up on the ship.
Check what?
Check up on the ship. And
Order me?
yeah,
Yeah, we can do that. Let's go see what she's doing because we can give her the locations of the places she wanted, I believe.
the docks are nearly empty, which is like the rest of the town, far different than the bustled activity from when you first arrived. The Brazen Pegasus is still there, and Captain Ortome finds you almost instantly. She still wears a friendly smile and greets you all warmly. She says, "You're back! Good to see you're all in one piece. Well, most of you anyway. What happened to that nice half-orc priest lady?"
She stayed in the jungle. Decided she could do more good there with her own kind. Crusader types, you know.
You're all part of that group too, aren't you?
Insofar as it took us. She got her own paths now.
Kind of shrugs. Says, "Well, as you can see, I kept the ship here. Not sure how many of the crew will come back with the state of the city. Can't begrudge folks for wanting to be with their families, or for finding solace at the bottom of a bottle." She turns to you, Theron. Says, "You're a friend, Mr. Hackenstone. Implacable one he is. Said it was his solemn duty to watch over the ship day and night. And he bloody well did, sleeping right here on the docks. Nearly caught the shivering sickness. I finally gave him a damn job cleaning the ship, and now he just lives here."
Yeah, he'll do that. I was never. He might be my friend, but his work ethic was never something to be envied.
Well, he's a fine deck swab. I don't believe he's ever touched a bath in weeks. I've threatened to throw him overboard just to get some water in him. So tell me, how goes the quest in there?
Well, your the contract we made with you, the location of Orlunga and whatever the other one was called, Nangalore. That contract's still open, I assume.
She sighs and says, "Well, yes. But, well, I'll be honest, while I'm still interested in starting my new venture, I don't foresee anyone wanting to come to Cholt with this death curse business. And they say it's like this all over the bloody world. I know you folks were sent out to investigate all that from your order, and, well, I'd certainly be willing to help where I can. But if you've got the locations, that would be mighty useful once, we save the world and all that."
Sure, yeah. Well, we've got the locations.
Oh,
And as it happens, you ferrying us about, as per our contract, would actually be helping to end this curse, and once the curse is over, you'd have all the tourism you want, presumably.
You've been to both sites then?
We know where both sides are.
And, how safe are they, would you say?
Nothing's safe out there right now. You should know that as well as anybody in this city. Right outside those gates, there's undead crawling about these jungles.
It's worse out there, is it? 'Cause the city's not doing so well. Not too many ships coming in or out. Between the dragon turtle and the pirates, and now this mess. Jolt's in a bad place.
Sure is. But as it happens, like I said, you ferrying us about would help end this trouble. At least some of it. The undead part of it.
I'd say that's a fair trade. You might have to put in a little work. As I said, I don't know how much of my crew I can get back. You got any
Some of
sea
us-
legs there, Mr. Mannix?
Some of us are able-bodied workers. Some of us are supervisors.
Can manage with
So,
the best of them.
well, I'm gonna ask her at some point if she's heard Hugh talk about that mine at all.
She sighs. She's like, it's all he bloody talks about. He just talks about how him and his friend Theron are going to go in and smash a dragon's skull and open this mine up and be dwarf heroes.
Yeah, I never really agreed to that.
Like,
He
oh,
just sort
well,
of went off on his own when I told him no, and
he's certainly got to bug up his butt about it.
yeah. Then there's other dwarf apparently that claims that it's his family's home. I don't know.
Ah, yes. The albino dwarves here in Chult. They're a curious lot.
Yeah. Pretty weird when I met him the first time. So is old Hugh around somewhere?
She nods and kind of points at the ship. He's either in there cleaning or sleeping.
Couldn't cut it as a guide, huh?
I don't allow the drinking anymore on the ship.
Alright, I'll go talk to him. Thank you much.
Yeah, you find him, and the ship's pretty much empty at this point. There's what was his name? Grig, the first mate, tall, imposing, bearded man, just kind of scowls at you but nods respectfully.
I scowl and nod respectfully back.
There's an mutual understanding there. It's a scowl off. Scowl off.
Which one has the bigger beard?
It's pretty tricky at a glance.
Who had the more recent bath?
You this is a terrible contest. You smell Hugh before you see him, and it's just you see just a pile of rags in one of the corners of the ship. And there's just at one point in a rag just kind of falls, and you can see a sleeping shape in there somewhere.
I'm gonna conjure water and dump it on him.
Splash. The smell is even worse now, but he sputters and gets out of there and turns to you with his just ragged, one squinty eye. Theron!
You just spread the smell around.
Exactly, yeah. Just BO is everywhere. Theron! You came back, lad! It's so good to see you.
What in the 5 stones hell has happened to you?
I did just as you asked, Theron. I stayed right by the ship. I made sure it didn't go anywhere. That, a nice captain lady gave me a job. I don't think she liked me staring at her every day and night. She told me to stop doing that. Put a broom in my hand.
Most people wouldn't enjoy that.
Hand. Theron, I've only got the one arm, you see.
Oh, yeah.
Because the dragon ripped it off, Theron. The dragon that we have to go kill.
Uh-huh.
Tell me, Theron. Tell me, can we go to the mine yet?
Yeah, I think actually we'll be going there pretty soon.
His eyes sparkle.
Just don't get, have a little bit more patience. Don't get too excited, and for God's sake, take a bath.
Of course. You're exactly right. That dragon could smell me coming. It won't do any good.
So, yeah. I think shit could smell you coming. What about those albino dwarves? Do they have any... Now tell me true, do they have any claim to that mine being their ancestral home?
He kind of sighs and looks, and his kind of eyes dart around a little bit. Says, at one, I've seen him around town. Shifty-eyed Theron. Skin pale as milk. You can't trust him. No, that mine is ours, Theron. Now, there may be something nearby, something... There's a forge, Theron, that they claim is their home. But we get there first, stake it out as ours. We can take both the mine and the forge, and then we build our empire, Theron. Our iron smelting empire. We'll call it the Hugh Hackenstone Smelter, featuring Theron.
Featuring Theron, huh? That's better than your previous title. Well, we'll have to see what's still defending that mine when we get there, but as...
It's a dragon, Theron, and it's
Yeah,
got my fucking arm.
Well, I'm pretty sure your arm is no longer...
Have you seen it, Theron?
Which arm are you missing, sir? Dwarf, sir?
George, very respectful.
Asked him which arm
Like,
he's
weirdly respectful.
Can you not see?
I've seen his arm. The DM actually doesn't remember. I think it's his right arm, but I don't remember.
Does it matter?
It does.
Okay. Do you have a right arm?
I do. Severed right Yuan-Ti arm.
Oh no, sorry, it's his left
Oh,
arm. It's his
no.
left arm. You carried around this severed arm? That thing is
That's gotta
disgusting. It's been like 20 days or something.
That's got to have been, like, started stinking, right? Like, it's rotted.
Sure.
That smell was.
You pull that out and it's just fucking like a bone with bits of just muscle and flesh attached to it. There's flies all around
Oh,
you.
Well, good thing you didn't need a right arm. George throws it away.
Alright, well, if you want to...
That ain't right.
Talk to this fellow over here. I think you might know where some artificial arms may be available.
You know, if you pay the father 450 gold pieces, he can heal you.
Greater Restoration, I don't think heals... Can't regenerate limbs. I think that's a different spell. I don't even have it on there. I think it's Regenerate. An even more expensive spell.
Alright, continue your conversation. My bad.
Alright, I'm going to tell it to you straight. Probably going to try to clear out that dragon if he's still there. Can probably claim what's in that mine. But if those dwarves have actual claim to that forge, you're going to have to give that up for them. I'm not going to deny anyone their homeland.
He grimaces a little bit and says, as long as we get to that mine, Theron, we can discuss things there.
Yeah. I hope whatever's in there is worth you losing an arm.
Indeed. It bloody well should be.
You don't even know. All right.
So Captain Ortome asks how she can be of help to you all.
Well, if you want to get this person out of your crew, we're gonna have to go to that mine eventually. Sooner or later, it makes no difference to me.
Where's the mine at again?
Yeah, I put you guys on the map so you guys can
It's loading.
see.
The Wormheart mine.
Yes, there's the Wormheart mine in the
West side of the island.
Shilku Bay, and in the southwest corner.
Yeah.
That is the mine. And then Roca's note pointed you all to Jahaka Bay, which lines up with what the airship crew said. They mentioned a mysterious amount of ships coming in and out of Jahaka Bay, as well as what looked like a destroyed temple ship, which is the square area over here. And then I believe you all talked about going to Firefinger here, because that was Zaka was still insistent on finding the item that was stolen from the Terrafolk that can help her control her lycanthropy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We did tell Azaka we were going to do Firefinger next. But then it looks like everything else is in that Jahaka Bay area.
Yeah, the captain mentions that obviously she's seen all around the island. That's how she's already got this on the map. And the map that you're using is the map from her, so she's already been to all these areas. But she mentions that the pirates are definitely a thing. She's like, if we're going to be going along like the Mistcliff area around Jahaka Bay, there is about a 100% chance we'll run afoul of the pirates.
Okay, so maybe we need to take care of that pirate thing, like on the way. Was it Roca who?
Yeah, Roca mentioned.
Now?
Yeah, he mentioned that he had intel about the pirates operating in and out of Jahaka Bay, but she's just mentioned the fact that the pirates' territory is basically between that and Port Nyanzaru.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Which, if you recall, you guys when you first came to Chult run afoul of one of the pirates when he did a big.
Right.
They did a shakedown of the ship you were on. Back in your little level 1 babies.
All right. Well, how long do we think it'll take us to get from Firefinger and back?
What means are you using to get to Firefinger?
That's a good question. How can we get down this river?
We're not buying any more canoes.
I need my canoe. Can we sail down this river, or is this a sailable river? Is this a Mississippi or more of a creek?
It's she's like, I'm a ship captain, not a bloody sorcerer. You can't take a ship this size up a river. What are you gonna throw it on your back whenever we reach your waterfall? This ship here is you're ready to set out on the bay. And yeah, you recall it when you went down the river Soshin Star. You have to portage the canoes every once in a while because there's a giant waterfalls and shit going up and down, and you obviously can't take a sailing vessel on there. So, but you do feel like you're. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll just say, if you went the canoe route, you can go over.
Okay.
River travel is a lot faster than jungle travel. I'll say that.
Right. Does this boat have any rowboats on it?
It does.
Well, then that's how you can help us. You can lend us some of your portage boats, and we will take them up the river, and when we get back, we'll set sail for wherever we need to go and fight whatever pirates we need to fight.
She nods. Says, so we can certainly spare some Some of the lifeboats, I suppose. Should be all right for the river. You do bring them back, though, and yourselves, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly the boats.
Mostly the boats, please.
Mostly.
So yeah, whenever you guys are ready, you can take those. Whatever combination you
Has
want.
Azaka been with us?
Azaka's
this
with
entire
you
time?
all. Yeah.
Okay. Does she seem okay with what we're talking about? Like,
Yep. Well, her attitude was she really wants to get to Firefinger and get her thing done, but then she's like, she's respects on what you guys are doing, but she's seen a lot of shit now, and you don't really need a jungle guide on the ocean. And she frankly isn't into going on the sea, so she's obviously willing to go to Firefinger to get her quest done, but then probably once you return to Port Nyanzaru, she's okay with, like, peacing out. And calling that, like, you paid for her services if you get her item.
Will she stay in town once we drop her off, or does she plan on, like, taking off?
At this point, she says that she plans on staying in town. Based on what she's seen, she wants a very long, like, shore leave, basically.
All right. Well, then when we get back, she can take some vacation days. Well, and when
It's just her straight up her boss now.
yeah, I'm just. And when we get back, when we come back to town through whatever means, it may not be by boat, maybe other ways. We'll pick you back up and resume your services.
She kind of nods warily.
You work for us now.
Yeah, that's very aggressive. One of the boats holds 6 people, so technically if you wanted to, you could all fit in one, or you could take more than one if you wanted to.
I think we take 2. 3 and 3. Because Azaka's the only one with us now, right?
Correct, yeah. There are, with Azaka, there are 6 of you.
Yeah.
You forgot our flying monkeys.
Yes, there are the flying monkeys.
The flying monkeys are all going in one boat. Manix doesn't want to be anywhere near the flying monkeys.
Thaddeus is with me, and if you don't want to sit with Thaddeus, then I don't want to sit with you. George storms off to another boat.
Yeah,
The Jurassic Park scene. It's just like, I want to be in the car. They're not.
How do you guys want to split it up with 2 canoes or 2 rowboats, which are functionally the same as canoes?
Well, George and Mannix are not together, so
Yeah. Yeah, Max doesn't want anything to do with flying monkeys. So, whichever boat they're in, he's in the other one.
I guess that means Gillian's and George are together.
With the monkeys.
But monkeys.
I'll ride with Mannix.
My monkey is just named Monkey, by the way, because it was hired more as help than as a pet.
Ah, I see. it's like a surf monkey. It's there.
Surf monkey.
Monkey, come monkey.
she trains it to carry like a silver platter with just stuff on it.
Stuff. Grapes.
You know how George is like coddling his monkey?
He sleeps with it. Cuddles.
Cuddles the monkey. Gillian's monkey looks sad.
Bad.
The 2 monkeys start to hate each other just because a deep jealousy grows between their lots in life.
Oh, Thaddeus doesn't hate monkey. I mean, he's living the good life, so why would Thaddeus hate monkey?
Yeah, the monkey drama is so much more involved than I expected.
It's Downton Abbey monkey version.
Is there anything else you all want to do in town before you ship off up the river Tariki towards Firefinger?
I sort of want to buy a monkey and name it Monkey 2 now.
Just to have it.
Still go back.
The monkey pressure, it's too much.
It's
There's
not
nothing.
worth the joke.
There's nothing stopping Theron from acquiring a flying monkey form. Do I need to be the one to say? It does have flight though, so I'm gonna be able to transform.
Yeah, it has flight, right? Yeah. But Theron could get close to one of those monkeys one of these nights. We don't know how, but he's got a flying monkey form.
He comes out with his shirt ruffled, his sweat. I've learned the monkey's shape. Don't ask me how.
I never want to take their form.
This is what the
But
engagement
they
didn't
took
last.
mine. All right, you all
See
can.
Theron walk out of the forest.
I need some alone time.
Lord.
Monkey shaped as Theron.
Alright, you all ship out down the river to Riki. I would say you long rested, but I don't think we need any reason to long rest technically. But we'll say it's a fresh day before you ship out, so y'all can rest in between.
Ooh, my staff.
Yes, the staff. The staff of charges.
I can't ever roll anything better than a 1. Oh wait, it's already full. Never mind.
Alright, let's take a break, and then we will do one last jungle sojourn. Sojourn?
Wait, the last sojourn?
Last
No,
sojourn?
our campaign's ending.
Something like that. Alright, we're gonna break. Be back in 10. Alright, I believe we're coming back from break. We're in the midst of coming back. So, as I mentioned, you guys can go pretty quickly upriver. Occasionally you do have to stop and go around to get past a waterfall, and you're guys going upriver, so there's no going down a waterfall. It's just having to go around the long way. Not too bad of a detour, though, and you can make pretty good progress in a day, traveling pretty much at least 20, if not 30 miles in a day on the river. And then at night, you can all sleep in Gillian's hut. So it's a lot easier to travel in the jungle these days.
The hut.
The magical hut. About on the second day, you navigate through a particularly narrow section of river, and you turn a corner and see a trio of what looks to be Cholton women standing around the east bank of the river near what looks like a wrecked canoe. And they spot you all and start waving and shouting in what looks like distress. I just realized I said
It's our long-lost canoe.
what looks like 3 times. Yeah.
That's my canoe. How far away are they?
They are approximately 50 feet, and you are closing in because that's kind of the direction you're going.
All right, let's pop my lenses out.
The lenses.
And let's pop down the course lens first as we're approaching, and let me do a perception check on the area to see if, I don't know, to see what I see.
Okay.
Assess the situation. So that's perception with advantage. 23.
You see what definitely looks like what was once a canoe of some sort has been wrecked along the banks of the river, and you see 3 human women around there, kind of in various bedraggled, kind of ruined clothing. They just kind of look like standard, like leather traveling gear that they have on them. You don't see anything else in the area or anything.
Okay, nothing
Noteworthy.
weird. Nothing that would lead me to believe this is a trap.
Yeah.
All right, then as we approach, I'm going to pop up the quartz lenses and pop down the ruby lenses as we get closer to them. He's just fiddling with his glasses, basically.
Okay.
Trips over a rock and falls over, breaks his glasses.
Oh no, my glasses!
Okay. Is that an insight roll, or do we just let you see? Let's see.
I'm not going to do the insight roll yet until we actually start talking to him, but
Okay.
it lets me see emotional waves coming off of humanoids.
Okay. You see hunger as a primary wave. Is hunger an emotion? This is one of a state of being.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like desperation is desperation emotion. I feel like desperation is
Desperation
probably,
is probably an emotion.
like
Yeah.
close with hunger.
Yeah.
All right. I'll relay to the party that this looks legit. These folks look like just a bunch of starving ladies with a crash canoe.
Star ladies. What is your detect magic situation? Are you still casting? Do I have to assume you're just casting that all the time, or how does this work?
You can assume I'm casting it all the time, especially in these boats, because to Theron's point from last week, it does require me to be sitting still for 10 minutes.
Right.
But yeah, especially in these boats, I would be just sitting still, probably just scanning the jungle with my detect magic on.
Okay. Does that have a range on it? Sorry, I forget what that one.
Yeah, I think it does. Detect. I'll roll the spell.
That would be helpful.
$30 feet.
Okay. So yeah, you relay that to the group about coming in to help them, and once you get within about 30 feet, your detect magic starts telling you that they each have some kind of magical illusion on their person.
Oh, okay.
Like it starts like giving off like some alarm beams in your head.
All right. Well, in that case, I've also got. I haven't used my cantrip yet. To.
At this point, you're about like 10 feet from the shore. Like you're basically almost docked too. So
Yeah. At that point, I will sort of point my finger at the party in turn and relay this information with the message spell with finger guns. Hey!
that's how you message. Finger guns.
These are illusion ladies. They're probably dangerous. Get yourself ready.
He says finger guns too.
Finger guns.
Just in a very obvious way, pointing at everybody. I'm sending you a message. Did you get my email?
You need to RSVP.
You haven't responded to per my last message.
My Evite is still open.
Yeah, you relay that message. Do you continue? Like, how do you act outwardly? I guess how do the rest of you act to this information? So for those of you that join, yeah, you guys are coming towards a trio of women that appear to have been stranded on the side of the river with a wrecked canoe, and are waving you out, kind of over to help them.
But they're illusions. Or they have illusions on them.
Yeah,
What is my...
specifically, you get the same kind of like illusion detection that you did with Valindra. Like, where there's something about the appearance that's illusion magic.
Yeah, but the emotion things I'm reading is still like hunger, desperation.
It's hunger.
Hunger. Oh, okay. Maybe this isn't. When I first saw hunger, I was taking it one way. Now I'm not sure I'm taking it the same way anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this the Sohn sisters? Are they trying to kill us?
Or just people who want to eat us, like just in general. Doesn't have to be the.
Man, it's that a lot.
Well, then I'll try to like. Can we pull up short? Can we pull up with 10, 15 feet before we get to them?
You're about there right now, so whatever you want to intend to. So yeah, right now would be the time. You were basically your canoe is about 10 feet from the shore, and the other canoe, which I put Gillian, George, and Theron in, is like 10 feet to the right of you. The shore
Okay,
is
so
kind of on
we
your
just
left.
Pull up with 10, 15 feet between us still.
Okay.
And I'll call out to them. I'll say, ladies, good afternoon.
Hey.
Say, oh, thank you. Thank you. We desperately need some help. We were attacked by crocodiles. They destroyed our canoe. Please, can you come help us?
Mannix will say, we certainly could. And he'll raise his crossbow. Assuming everyone else is going to back him up on this.
Since
We
Colette
all
is
just
sitting
walk
behind him, she's just gonna look horrified. Best impression of horrified.
And Mannix will say, we could. We're going to need you to drop whatever illusion you got going before we do that, though.
They kind of blink at you for a second, and the lead one kind of cocks its head in a very, very unsettling way. It says, "Whatever do you mean? We are just helpless humans here."
Humans.
Are you humans also?
Hello, fellow humans.
Steve Buscemi. Hello, fellow children.
Yeah, hello, kids. Just out here doing human stuff. Picking bugs out of each other's hair, and Smelling each other's feet? I don't know. Whatever humans do.
I was gonna say, tell you what, I'm gonna count down from 5. And at the end of it, if that illusion's still up, I'm gonna put a crossbow bolt right through it. We're gonna see what happens.
Jeez.
At that point, one of them...
Darren says he's not actually going to do that.
One of them growls in a very bestial manner and says, "Close enough," and snaps, kind of claps her fingers together, and you see a lightning surging between her hands as the visage begins to melt away from her body, and she launches... Huh?
I was just saying, okay.
Yeah, and she just launches a bolt of lightning in your direction.
That's gonna be part of initiative, right? She did not surprise us with that.
That is going to be part of
We're all
initiative.
watching. Okay.
Over here. I will need everyone to roll for initiative.
Where are they? Okay, there they are. And they still have the illusion up as they're doing this?
At the moment they do, but they're going to be shredding
Okay.
their illusions pretty quickly.
Oh, okay.
But, hang on, let me get my initiative tracker. There we go.
Oh.
I knew it was a frickin' Stone Sisters.
Sea egg.
There it is.
And Zaka. Not too good on there. Alright, so yeah, they appear to be acting hostile towards you all. One of them is apparently trying to cast a spell, but you all are obviously looking at this the whole time, so some of you are able to act before them. Who has the higher dex, George or Gillian?
Mine's a +2.
Mine is also a +2.
Mine's a 14.
Mine's also a 14.
Alright, each of you give me a 1d20. We're having a roll-off. Roll-off! Oh, so hoping you rolled 20. Alright,
Would have been good.
George.
Who's shooting the lightning?
Your monkey yelps and tucks back behind your shell. This lead one here.
Okay. George is gonna step closer. As a bonus action, he's gonna turn his thorn blade into a whip. And then with his action, he's going to aim at her. 18.
That will hit, for sure.
Excellent. 9 damage. And I pull her. Whoops, wrong button. I guess I don't have a type, but I pull her 10 feet towards me.
Okay. You drag her off her feet. She looks surprised and howls in fury. She is dragged 10 feet closer
Yes.
towards the riverbank.
Is she in the water yet?
She's right on the edge.
Okay. Oh, our button. Hold on. Let's action search this. Brings his whip back to him. He lashes out again at her with the thorn blade again.
Good lord, these rolls.
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine what this looks like. Just him whipping her twice and pulling her closer each time.
Basically, yeah.
Another
It's like
10 feet
spinning her.
closer.
Okay.
Do it. She's in the water now.
She's in
Oh.
the water now. You've dragged her into the water.
Oh shit. Wait, that might not have been a good idea. Is she... Tell me, what does she look like now? Is she prone in the water? Is she... What have I done to her?
I don't think it drags them prone. I think it just kind of drags them towards you. Kind of gets them off their feet a little bit.
I know, but she's like in the water. She fell in the water.
Yeah, I don't think they fall, but she's in the water at this point, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop there. Oh, that's all I can do actually. But yeah.
Alright, Gillian.
I will try to cast Fairy Fire on the two who are still on land.
Okay.
So it's a dex saving throw.
A dex saving throw. Alright, top one. What was your DC?
14.
Bottom one fails. And becomes lit up with whatever light of choice you desire.
We'll do a blue light. So then, yeah, so we have the duration of it. Yeah, so advantage. Any attack roll has advantage against her.
Okay.
That's my turn.
She lights up. Kaless.
Okay. Well, crap. How deep's the water?
You guys are pretty near the shore right here, so it wouldn't be any kind of swimming. And this is one of those very,
Okay.
very... you can see why you can't take a ship like through the river. There's some really small areas.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
so,
like, what, 30 feet across? 75. Well, still. Ship couldn't fit there, yeah.
5,
16 some places.
15.
It gets too shallow.
So can I stand in this water?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
At least near the edge right here, you can, for sure.
So like right up next to this chick?
Yes. If you get to where George is, you're probably starting to tread water. But,
Alright, so I'm just gonna go here
there
for
you
20.
go. Yep.
Alright,
Just
and
hop
she
down
has...
in the water.
Yeah, you know, why not? And she hasn't acted yet, right?
Is not.
Even better. do, 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 do. I don't think I get advantage, though. That's the hard part to remember.
They're not surprised, but they haven't acted yet, so...
Well, I have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that haven't taken a turn in combat yet, so I do get advantage.
There you go.
Yay! Which turns on my sneak attack. Gotta click all the buttons. Alright,
Turn on
easy lady.
everything.
That wasn't very good.
15 will hit.
Oh, okay. "21 points of damage.
Boy.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes a vicious stabbing. She howls in rage.
So, question, would my advantage continue with my offhand attack, or would that just go back to normal?
She still hasn't
Since
acted
she
yet.
hasn't. Okay. Let me turn off the sneak attack. Go ahead and do the offhand. And I give her a paper cut.
One more damage.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah, she hisses at you angrily.
I hiss back.
Their forms seem to melt away. And replaced by these hideous creatures with like seaweed for hair and like blue rubbery skin. Do I have a handout? I do. You recognize a sea hag.
Very fishy lady.
Sisters, these ones hurt. Fishy lady.
I warned you.
Yep. And she is so frightening that it is beginning to affect all of you that are looking at her. Get to that on your turns, however. She is going to still launch a lightning bolt in your direction.
Oh dear.
Well, you put her in a position where she can only launch it pretty much straight up. Let's see, is it going to ask me what level I can cast it at? No, it's just going to roll it. Okay.
Oh no!
You
rolled a 20.
I did roll a... Wait, that shouldn't be an attack roll. A lightning bolt is a... I thought it was a...
How much is the damage? Yeah, I thought
It's a saving throw one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to set that up wrong. I said saving throw dex. Output needs to be... So, a fun fact, the hags don't have their fucking spells set up correctly because they have to be in a coven for their spells.
Oh.
So I had to add them on here, so her spells might be jacked up. So let me try and do this here. Alright, well, I know what her... Okay, I know what her save is, so we can just do it from there. It's not going to show it on there, and I'll roll her damage in a second. But she fires a lightning bolt directly up into the canoe, firing at Kales, Manix, and Azaka.
Oh dear.
So that is a dex saving throw with a DC of 13. And you can save for half damage. And
You gonna roll the damage first?
Yes, I will roll the damage first. What is it? 8d6 at level... I'm trying to roll at level... Is that level 4? Is that level 3?
It says evocation 4.
Yeah, but I don't know if... Let's see.
4
It
is
really sucks. Their spells are not set up.
4 is one higher.
Right.
I think it's a third level spell, so it should be 8d6 plus 1d6.
Okay. That seems
So
like a lot of
96.
damage for a 4th
96.
level spell.
Lightning bolt's a hell of a spell.
Is it? Yeah. Corinne
Shell
would know
should know
this.
she's using that. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Yep, 8d6, and then plus 1d6 for each additional one she's casting at 4th. Alright, so she is firing a lightning bolt to the tune of 33 lightning damage.
Hope I save.
That is a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 13, please, for Kales, Manix, and Azaka.
All right.
You just fucking made it.
Just made it. Okay, so how much damage is that actually?
33,
Half.
it's half of that.
Okay, so 16.
Yep.
But as the damage hits him, I'll wait for everybody else to do their saves first.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do Zaka's. Oh. Zaka takes the full brunt.
She's the third in line. She's at the far back, so she didn't
Yeah,
see it coming.
wasn't quite able to dodge that one.
As lightning hits me, I'm going to cast a blank thing. What the hell?
He had something spiffy saved up, but it came up short.
I don't know why that didn't work. I've got it plugged in right, I think. All right, well that's not right either. All right, well I'm casting absorb elements.
You absorb elements?
Yep, that is one of my spells. It's not an attack roll. Maybe that's what messed it up. Okay, hold on. Let's try this one more time. There we go. All right, one reaction. I take elemental damage. And I get ooh, look at that.
You like that?
Special effects. I have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn. And the first time I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of the triggering damage.
Oh, wow,
type.
you like charge up?
Yep. I take that lightning. So half of 16 is 8.
Can your body handle it?
Wow.
Body handle a lightning bolt? Alright, the second one. Whoops, sorry, I had the effect still turned on. Come up to here. And she will look at you, Kaless, and says, "Far too powerful." And she will attempt to polymorph you.
Oh no.
Oh. Do I get to be a potted plant? And
I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Kaless.
Oh, no. Not. How about dexterity? Let's barter for dexterity.
Let's barter for dexterity.
I will even settle for con, but not wisdom. Come on. All right, what do I gotta hit?
13.
Oh. Hey!
There you go.
All right. You're able to shake off. You feel yourself almost turning into a fish, but you feel those effects slack off a bit.
Oh,
She just would have swam away and left us all.
Yeah, would have. I'll just stretch my arms and smile.
All right. This last one will cast Eye Bite as her eyes become inky voids of blackness, and she just opens her mouth wide. And this is a crazy spell. You can choose to either they have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or essentially she can sleep somebody, panic somebody, or sicken somebody, and keep these effects ongoing. But only one person can be targeted by something each time. So she will look at George as these swirling gapes into the void attempts to draw you in, George, and she will try to frighten you. So I need a wisdom saving throw, and it is a 13 that you need.
I would like to use inspiration.
Go for it.
Damn it.
We're so close.
George, you are frightened. You feel these void coming in, and you feel just your harshest nightmares inside screaming and wailing at you.
Ah!
Monkey squeals too.
Yeah.
All right, Mannix, it is your turn, and you feel terribly horrified by the hag's visage, so much so that you feel like you have to literally avert your eyes or be subject to being frightened of her with a saving throw.
I have to avert my eyes, or maybe
Or
get
try to
frightened.
resist being just straight up frightened, yeah.
My wisdom saving throw is not good. I assume it's the same as the rest of her spells, but yeah, I'll avert my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So you have disadvantage on attack rolls if you're not looking, basically.
Okay. The first time you have a melee attack on your next turn. I don't get to use my 1d6 unless I attack melee attack. Can I still approach while averting my eyes?
Yep, it just says you have disadvantage on the attack.
Although if I stand like right here, will I be in water?
That one you'd be more like treading water, yeah. Although you already have disadvantage from not looking, so.
Yeah. I don't want. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let the lightning just course out of me in a random direction because I'm not going in melee range right now.
Ground yourself.
Yep. Instead, I'm going to, through covered eyes, I'm going to see the faint shimmer of blue fairy fire and think that maybe I can hit that one, even though I'm trying to avert my eyes.
That's true. That would cancel out, I guess.
It would cancel out, yeah. So I will take a regular shot at the fairy fired.
So notice how I labeled them 1, 2, and 3. So now we can just say which one you're targeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I will actually, since I don't. Since I don't have advantage, or not advantage, sneak attack on this one, I'm going to try to do my insightful fighting on the
I
fairy
don't know if I
fired.
would allow insightful fighting if you can't look at any of the hags.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I can't actually. I'm not actively looking at them.
You're
I'm
good,
just
but you're not
looking
that
at the
good.
fire. I'm looking at the fire through my fingers. Is
Yeah.
that sort of the okay? All right. Well, then I won't do it. I will take a regular non-sneak attack shot. $17.
17 will hit, yeah.
All right. 2 damage. That was-
Thank goodness
that
Gillian
was
lit that
worth
one
it.
up so you could get that magic
yeah.
shot in there. Thanks, Gillian. I got him real good.
All right, then I'm going to drop prone in the boat. I'm just going to get down. try to use the boat as cover. You know? That's right. I don't want to get hit by a lightning bolt again.
No, you don't. All right, Theron, same rule to you. When you start your turn, you feel like you have to either avert your eyes or try and withstand the roiling fear of looking at the sea hags.
I'm gonna take that head on. Is that wisdom?
It is wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my goodness.
Their horrific appearance is actually not as good as their DC, so 11 is actually good enough.
Oh.
You rolled a 4 and still made it. That's pretty impressive.
What does water count as far as terrain difficulty?
That's a good question. I guess we'll count that as difficult terrain for now, since this is not
It's
exactly
double.
like raging water. Yeah. Only where you are, really. Kind of where Kalesa is, it's pretty much like shoreline you can walk, but kind of right there, like these squares are probably still swimming.
Okay.
Especially for a dwarf.
Yeah. Well, what about for a bear?
Bears know how to swim.
That's always the pertinent question, yeah.
That
I
is
don't
a-
think they have a swimming speed, though.
That's true.
A lot of creatures can swim.
Right.
Yeah, but bears can be up to 8 feet taller.
Yeah.
That's true. We could get walking sooner.
But going through
Flush,
water
yeah.
still slows you down.
Where'd that selection thing go to?
Oh, why does yours not have a selection thing? Maybe I copied and pasted your old token. Let me give you a new token.
Yes. Finally.
I'm gonna have to delete this one, so I'll have to give your initiative back, which is a 5.
Oh.
Alright, re-roll your... Or here, I'll do it, and I can replace your initiative. Alright, that one should work.
Yep.
Ah, I rolled pretty close. In fact, I actually don't even have to change it, because it's pretty much the same.
Go here. And attack that one.
Choo, 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 choo.
Yeah.
The boats just both just
Yeah.
rock in the water.
Well, I do it after I jump out.
Okay.
Oh,
Still, water like
for a
expands.
while.
While jumping out.
Cannonball.
That's right.
He enters the water one way, comes out the other way.
Yep.
How low is their AC?
Not that low.
Oh, okay.
Not quite that low. 22 will certainly hit,
Hey.
though.
How about that low?
That's a little bit better. Ooh, that was a deep gash, too. You swipe across her jaw and his blood comes pouring out, and she's hissing, but also, like, rasping. Was that it?
Yes, that was it.
Alright. right. Yeah, she looks almost dead though.
Was that not enough for you? Jeez, was
Are
that
you
it?
not entertained?
You know, I could have cast a spell or something before I turned the bear form and whatever.
Who's got time
but,
for that?
You know, keep it simple.
Azaka doesn't like being fried by lightning, and you see her start to growl, Mannix, as you were down below, and you see her just howling in rage.
All right. Well, don't. As she's like changing, like, can you not attack us? Can you control this thing? We never really had this conversation.
No, you didn't. You hit the deck though, so she just jumps and
Yeah,
like,
that's true. I'm like laying on the floor of the boat. Like,
she
hey!
jumps from the boat onto the shore and attempts to pounce on the nearest one. Let's see, with a claw attack. Oh, she fucking slips on the boat and just falls like on her face and just makes her even more pissed. Gets one more claw attack. That one does hit. For 6. And at this point, the hag's like, what is this? George, you are currently frightened, which means you have to take the dash action and attempt to move away from the source of your fear, and then you can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, but you have disadvantage if the sea hag is still in your line of sight.
Couldn't he just hide behind Theron Bear? Or in his shell?
Ooh, I kind of like the shell idea.
Yeah, but it says I have to take the dash action.
I don't know if you do, actually. It just says, on a failed save, the creature is frightened for 1 minute. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turn with disadvantage if the hag is within line of sight. Yeah, it doesn't actually say this. I think I was reading something else. Yeah, you can just withdraw.
George. No one's ever seen the look of fear on George's face. But this is the first time. But before anyone sees it, he's gone in his shell.
Don't look at me.
Hanging out with Thaddeus.
Thaddeus is like rubbing your head very gently and cooing at you.
Thaddeus. It's scary out there. It's a scary world out there.
Hold me, Thaddeus.
Oh, so tiny monkey.
You can repeat the wisdom saving throw now. Unfortunately, it's just you and Thaddeus in that shell having a real discussion in there.
We're never gonna leave Thaddeus. This is our home now.
A real heart to heart in there. Gillian, same rule to you. You have to either avert your eyes or try and withstand their horrific appearance.
What happens again if I fail a wisdom saving throw?
You would be frightened.
Sound like George.
And you would also be following George into his shell.
Can I come in?
I guess I'll roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Excellent.
She's very confident, but not wise.
That's yeah.
I'll try.
Why?
I'll try one more time. I'll use my inspiration.
Inspiration. Okay. Oh boy.
Wow.
Now,
All right.
see, George, that's how you use inspiration.
Yeah.
Fucking rolled a 3 and then a 20. All right, so you feel inspired to withstand their horrific appearance.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to kind of. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, maybe I'll just stay here.
Use this opportunity to leave.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the number 3 with my crossbow.
13 will not hit, but you have advantage because of the fairy fire.
Oh, right. Okay. Forgot about that. I mean, I didn't forget. I just forgot to click it. Oh, great. Okay, cool.
Well, I can't help you there.
Okay. Well, that was cool.
You have 114 volts. It's just fucking Rambo on the battlefield.
Just a crate
Candle.
next to her. Just... That's the whole...
Thunk.
See, now I can see, like, she trained her monkey to go pick up all
Oh
the
my
bolts
god.
There you go. The monkey's just a bolt machine.
That's really good.
Load my crossbow
Good.
monkey.
Just flies over from the crate to the boat. That's amazing.
Okay, well, I will, as a bonus action, I will give a bardic inspiration to, let's see, who might need it the most. I'll give it to Celeste.
Hey.
So now the bardic inspiration is a 1d8, so you can use it for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Cool. Thank you.
So you're welcome.
Now, do you play a
that's
song when you do this, or how does this?
Do I don't.
Presumably, I would imagine that.
Yeah,
just, like,
I
the bard's
inspire
like,
others through stirring words or music. Now I don't know. Does that mean I've just pulled out my bagpipes in the middle of battle?
Mhm.
You can
I
whistle.
suppose so. I
You can
suppose
whistle.
Whatever's inspiring. All right, Celeste.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Number one looks like they can be handled by Theron, right?
They look very, very near death. Yeah, she's like spitting blood.
Okay. All right.
Raspy
So.
Do you have to do the saving throw? Is this just
Oh yeah, yeah.
ongoing
Sorry,
thing?
she does. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, while they are like looking like this, everybody that is within a certain range has to make the wisdom save or avert your eyes. Holy crap! You guys are just staring them right back down at him.
Oh yeah, Celeste would totally stare them right back down. So I'll
crits
go
on the
ahead
wisdom
and
save.
use. Yeah, that's the worst time to use it, but I guess I did. I'll use my. Is it the cutting? Yeah, I'll use cutting action to disengage from this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go right here.
Right up to the shoreline.
Yep.
So the number 3 one has Fairy Fire.
Oh, that gives me advantage, doesn't it?
Yep, it's lit up still.
Ooh. Yeah, we go with that one. Turn all my things on. I only get the one attack because I used my disengage action. Or 19.
19 will hit.
Oh, that's crappy damage.
Eh,
Ugh.
15. Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. Oh, we got the hags.
Then
Let's
I will
see.
just smile.
So George, you're frightened, but you actually blocked line of sight from the hag, which was good. So the bottom one.
Use your numbers. You put them on there.
Oh yeah. You attacked the fairy fire one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Number 3.
Yeah, I think she actually has to roll concentration for that eye bite spell.
Which spell? Oh, the
She's
fear.
got the void eyeball things. Yeah, it's
Right,
concentration.
oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
she
it's
needs to roll.
concentration.
Yeah, she needs to roll a con saving throw, which is I think 10 or or half the damage.
That'll do it.
What is up with the 20s?
That's really crazy.
been like three 20s in the last 4
Yeah,
minutes.
it's 3 20s on the saves. Yep. That's nuts. All right, so bottom one still has the eye bite going, which she can target a different person with each one. So she will attempt to target Kaless next. And she will attempt to knock you unconscious with the asleep effect. So that is a wisdom saving throw with a DC 13. As you...
Oops. So it'd be the 6, but I want to use the Bardic Inspiration too.
Okay. To add...
So it's 1d8.
yeah.
Yeah, add it to the 6.
You have to roll pretty damn good.
Let's roll 8. It's 11.
11.
Crap.
Not quite.
All right, I'll use my... Hang on. Slow your roll.
I
dude.
gave all of you inspiration? What is this?
I know. That was
Everybody using their
dumb.
inspiration in
All
this
right.
battle.
Damn it! Does the Bardic Inspiration still add to that? Because I have it.
It's just the one use, I believe.
Damn it. Alright, well, I got an 11
Well,
twice.
I guess the technicality of the timing of the use, because the Bardic Inspiration is in addition to a roll, and you replaced your previous roll with the inspiration. But,
Yeah. Yeah. So really, it should be a 16.
Steam's calling that one.
You rolled it for the first one.
Where does the DM wish to sleep tonight?
You are falling unconscious.
Well, how many? I have a lot of hit points.
It does not work as the sleep spell. It is the eye bite spell, and it just straight up you can just forces you to fall unconscious. It does say you wake up if you take any damage or if another creature uses its action to shake the sleeper awake.
You cannot put me to sleep by magical means because of my Fey ancestry.
Oh.
You saved that to the end. You should have led with that.
Seriously? You just spent all of your stuff?
Yeah, I forgot about it until I was scrolling through it.
I did too.
That whole back and forth.
Yeah. Well, I forgot about it until I was scrolling through my things.
Trying to find a way out.
Yeah. What else do I have? And then I was like, damn it.
That works.
No sleepy for me.
All right. Number 2 will attempt to take out Azaka with a phantasmal killer. That should not be
Jesus.
an 11. It should be a 13. Yeah, their spells are all kind of messed up. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, target becomes frightened for the duration of the end of the target's turns before the spell ends. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 40-10 psychic damage. So...
That's a lot of damage. You rolled really well on that attack damage.
So... Zaka does fail the save, so you suddenly see this were-tiger's eyes go wide and clutch its head as it becomes frightened. And then at the end of the turn, they have to succeed on another save or then take damage?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm seeing?
Jeez.
Okay,
This is a concentration spell. Does it look like she's concentrating on this?
That's a good question. Doesn't say concentration, but like I said, I don't have their spells in there very well. Phantasmal Killer, are you a concentration spell? Yes, it is.
Okay, let's say it's an ongoing effect. All right.
Yep.
And it was number 2 that just cast that?
Yes, so this one, number 2 and 3 are both concentrating on something.
Okay.
But that is the end of Azaka's turn, I believe, that it's... Yeah, each of the target's turns, so she wouldn't take the damage until then.
Mannix doesn't see any of this because he's prone in the boat.
Prone in the boats.
That's technically true.
Yep. The number 1 Sea Hag will... Let's see, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, they still have, I think, one more. Is going to attempt to polymorph Theron. All slots expended. So Theron, that is a wisdom... Oh, damn it, it's wisdom. Wisdom saving throw.
You fool.
Yep.
The bear is the wisest of the animals.
The bear is the wisest of us all. I think he has to roll like a 1 for me to get him. Ooh, a 3 might do it. Do you have inspiration there?
No.
All right.
No.
You feel your body shrink very rapidly, and you drop into the water as a little fish.
Oh no.
From predator to prey.
That's right.
Yep, you look around, see all
So
the
quickly.
bigger fish in the water.
Help me.
That is also a concentration spell. Alright, Mannix.
I'd actually rather save Theron than I. Well, Zaka. Well, I don't know. How's Zaka looking?
Health-wise, her fur's a little singed from the lightning, but she looks pretty healthy.
All right. So
I mean, now she's frightened and kind of like clutching her head, like
yeah.
very weirdly.
As long as the Phantasmal Killer's not going to kill her during her turn, I'm not too terribly worried about her.
It's called a Phantasmal Killer.
It's in the name.
You just hear the words come out of George's shell.
Yeah. Yeah. You're afraid, George. We can't trust anything you say right now.
Mannix says while clutching the bottom of the boat.
Now's the time for action.
He's looking over the edge of the boat. George, get your shit together. We need you in this fight.
I am going to pop into my vest and pull out my wand of magic mints,
Wand of Magic Man.
and
I love it.
I am going. I'm never going to change that either.
No, I don't expect you
Wand of
to.
magic- and I'm going to do it at. I'm going to use 6 charges. I'm just going to use it all up in one.
Oh boy.
So it's a first level for 1. So it's 3 bolts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I increase the 1 each for each level above that. So I get 5 more bolts.
Yep.
That's 8 bolts.
It's 8 bolts.
So it's 8d4 plus 8.
It's a lot of bolts.
And I'm pumping that into the one that just polymorphed Theron.
Do it.
Let's see if I can knock her out of this stupid spell. 29!
Holy crap. Yeah, that's just pumps full of all of that magic. Goes and she just gives off a final like yelp, and then she just falls down and sinks into the water. And as she does,
Wand, I put it back in the vest.
yeah, nice. There.
Wand's a one-use thing when I use it at 6 charges at once.
Yeah, no joke. Theron, you are popped out of polymorph. Would you revert to bear form? How does this work?
Polymorph Inception? I don't know.
That's right. It's
Polymorphception. That's a good question. Would polymorph?
a shapeshift inside a shapeshift.
Yeah. I think it'd still be a bear.
Oh,
That'd be my guess. Yeah.
whatever favors me.
All right, it is Theron's turn next.
Alright.
You had a very weird sensation for a second. It's like you tripped and fell in the water.
I'll scramble this way. And attack Sea Hag 2. With
They
advantage.
scream and say, "No, sister! You're too strong!"
I did warn you.
Okay, bite him for 10.
Oh boy.
And, I rolled 2 1s.
Oh boy.
Claw him for 6.
Gentle tap.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So Zaka is. Oh no, sorry, the concentration. So they have to roll twice, I guess, because you did 2 different sources of damage. Now it does the breath that I did. Wow, that's a delay. I tried to do your magic missile spell effect. It just now looks like it went up
I
on
saw
my
it.
screen. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, okay.
I saw it a
I
long
just
time
now
ago.
saw it on mine.
Oh, weird.
It took a hot second there. Alright, cons. It needs a 10 or higher. Made that one. And another 10 or higher. Did not make that one, so the concentration did break. So Azaka is no longer frightened. Stands up and with renewed vigor tears into... Jesus Christ. That's mo better.
Alright.
Claws into that sea hag. George, you are currently...
So I don't see her anymore. Does that mean the spell's over?
you still have to make the save to get
Being
yourself
or
out.
animal?
It wasn't a spell, it was like a condition that you have now.
Hmm.
Alright, you did make the save. That was the end of your turn, but you did make the save now, so you're no longer frightened. Thaddeus cuddles your head very gently.
Thaddeus whispers, "Go back out there."
He's just singing,
Do it.
"You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down." Gillian. What are all the colored dots?
Okay. So
Oh,
I
I have
have.
nothing to do. I'm very bored.
Start coloring on your shell.
yep.
I have just enough movement to come all the way over here,
Oh boy.
30 feet.
Hell, with
And,
your jumping ring, you can probably just clear the entire water and land on the shore.
And my movement speed in water is the same as my walking speed.
Yeah,
too.
so you just swim across the river if you want to. Yep.
And then I will at least attempt to hit number 3 with my 1-2 punch. So do my crossbow for God.
You do have an advantage
Why do I keep forgetting to click advantage? Okay, thank you. Let me roll it again.
from bear and from fire.
16 will work.
Excellent.
Damage. You get that crossbow shot right into her chest. Ah!
And then with my rapier,
13 will not.
So that's the 14's the magic number then.
Yep.
okay. And let's see. I'll give another bardic inspiration out.
Ooh,
That's
she lost
longer.
her. Sorry, she lost her concentration on the eye bite spell too, so her eyes fade back to normal. Oh, I forgot to be doing the damn wisdom saving throw on you guys. Oh well.
I thought once you made it, you didn't have to make it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Once you make it, you're immune to it. Yep.
I'll give a bardic inspiration to Manix. I'll play my bagpipes for him.
You get a thumbs up coming
Yeah.
from the bottom of the boat.
Back there somewhere in the boat.
Okay.
Bless.
All right. I shall go against number 2. $24 or 21.
Will certainly hit.
Son of a bitch, it's still crappy
I
damage.
spent years playing on Roll20. I just now realized that numbering the enemies is very helpful. Instead of saying the one to the north of me, like awkwardly.
Yeah, that's the northernmost one.
The northernmost one.
The one that looks like it's almost dead.
Yeah.
Ah, my offhand didn't work.
Not so much. The
Has
sea.
that always been an option?
You could always put a number on any kind of icon, so I was like, well, I
Okay.
can just use whatever
Yeah.
generic icon. The sea hag, unfortunately, now that it is no longer a coven, can no longer cast spells.
Oh.
She gets her
Another one.
claws, and she is literally completely surrounded, so she just reaches out her claws to Kaless. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
8 slashing damage. Their long witch claws rake.
My armor class is messed up.
Is it?
does it say?
It's not right. Okay, I'll fix it. I think I know what I did. Sorry.
And the bottom one will attack Gillian.
I also uncanny dodge, by the way.
Okay. Okay, to have the damage.
Sure does.
That one does not hit at all. Go to Mannix.
All right. Mannix will. Now that they're all engaged, he can get his sneak attack off.
Now that the enemy is completely surrounded, I can emerge from the boat. It's safe to
Now's
come
my
out.
time. Now that everyone else is engaged.
Mannix's
the
time
enemy.
to shine.
I will take a shot at hag number 2.
Shoot into your
with
allies.
advantage. Actually, I don't have advantage on that. No, let's just take normal attack. I don't shoot. I don't think it 1d8 will actually even help me here. No, that won't get me high enough.
You have to roll really good.
What is 8 plus 6?
14.
14.
What is 8 plus 6?
I'll give it a shot.
You people just wasting the party.
I'll give it a shot.
Stop giving.
Mine was purely by accident because
I
I
have-
forgot
I-
about that
I just have a
sorcery.
feeling that I'm gonna get another chance. So. Nope. All right. What an inspiring song! He fires a crossbow bolt into a tree.
You kill a wild flying monkey.
Right.
Gillian is keeping a list of who she's not going to get right.
The monkey
Last
flies
time,
over and
man.
hands you your
Last
list,
time.
and you cross it off. The monkey takes the list. Theron.
Oh, do the bitey swipey.
It's hot as it's great.
14, does that hit?
It will hit. Number 2 or number 3?
2.
All right, you actually did 2 bites.
Right. For advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you reach down, and how would you like to kill her with your bite?
Spider head off.
All right,
Simple.
pretty standard.
Clean.
It's real
Delicious.
gross. It's
Oh.
it's not delicious at all. It's like rotten sewage.
Oh.
Spit it back out in the Nicholas. Alright. Ball number 3.
Oh crap!
Yes!
Whoa.
Holy crap! Straight up 20. Yikes! That one is still up and looks healthier than her sister. She's thick.
Healthier than ever.
I love bear claws.
Hey, those are pretty good.
They're good.
George whispers from his shell.
George and I are just talking back here. We're
Yeah,
like
had a
from
conversation.
shell to boat floor.
Zaka will attempt to rip into. God, she never hits with both of them either. Steps over that one and rakes that one for 10. The last sister looks, or hag, looks pretty messed up. George.
George is not sure what happened, but he pops out of his shell as a bonus action, gets up from prone. Not sure why he's standing in a puddle of urine. Pulls out his bow.
It's not mine.
Someone peed in my shell.
It was the monkey.
It was either young me or old me or me.
Daddy, yes. You need to go pee outside the shell? What happened to the fairy fire? Did it disappear?
No, it's just to be on there. I don't know why I put them up.
Oh, okay. Alright. He pulls out his peacemaker longbow. Aims it at hag number 3.
There you go. 22. damage. Looks almost done from this world.
That's it.
Gillian.
Can you not multi-attack with your bow? I thought you could.
I don't think he has multi-attack.
No.
Oh.
I have two-handed.
Okay, never mind.
I think he needs one more level of fighter, right, to multi-attack?
Oh, okay.
That is correct. And I had to
Do
use
you-
a bonus
don't you
action
get,
to pop out of my shell.
Don't you get sneak attack on this, or no?
Yeah, they're engaged, so you should.
Mm,
Well, as long as he has advantage, he has sneak attack.
That's also true. But I think if another enemy of the target was within 5 feet. So it's
I forgot about the advantage part.
Oh, it has to be a finesse. Oh, yeah, it's a ranged weapon. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has sneak attack here.
Oh yeah, that's right. So add an extra 1d6.
Yep.
worth it.
I tried to help.
I know.
Alright, Gillian.
Okay. Ooh. Alright, so slashing with my rapier.
How would you like to kill the last sea hag with your rapier?
I'm just gonna stab her in the chest.
She screams in your face as you get stabbed her in the chest.
Yep. And she falls. Somewhere in the in their rags or their wreckage. Let's see, where is it? You find a stoppered wooden tube containing some gemstones. Looks like perhaps something they got off their last victims.
Oh. Someone keeps their gemstones.
Copper, you say?
Yeah.
Tube, you say?
No, a wooden tube. Did I say copper tube?
Oh, probably
wooden,
not.
Wooden tube.
Copper wire, we can sell this.
Let's rip it out of the ground.
Where are you getting this?
Bear
Gillian,
just runs off with copper wire trailing behind him.
I can make $1.50 out of this.
$1.50. There's at least 40 yards. Gillian, give me a 1d12, please.
Three.
God, why can't I not pronounce any of these? You find... Oh, and also give me a 1d4.
What?
A
Give you
one-
four?
A 1d4.
Oh, four. Oh.
The way he cut out, it sounded like, give me what for?
Yeah.
What for?
What ho?
Alright, you find two... Oh my god. Chalcedonies? I don't know.
Sounds tasty.
Type it
It is,
out.
it
let
is
us
apparently an
see it.
opaque white gem. I don't fucking know. There's a lot of crazy words. These like pharmaceutical terms.
It is, pronounce,
Lay it on me, brother.
not at all how it looks, chalcedony.
Chalcedony.
Cal-
Alright.
Chalcedony. The O is silent, it looks like.
There's a lot of silent things happening in that word. You find two of those. They look like they could be worth some money.
A microcrystalline type of quartz occurring in several different forms, including onyx, agate, and jasper.
Wait, what? Those are like three other gems. I'm all kinds of confused.
I think Dungeons and Dragons ran out of gem names.
That's absolutely right. Somebody was on like Wikipedia just like, shit, I gotta come up with a D12 of like
Here you go.
5 different D12s.
Yeah. Chalcedony, right? Yeah, Chalcedony.
Pretty creepy.
Alright. You find 2 Chalcedony gems. in that
I'll take a
pile.
chalcedony.
How do you guys try to calm Azaka down? Because she still looks pretty furious and ready to kill things.
Push her in the water.
Give her the hag to eat. But yeah.
Cats don't like water. She'll turn back.
You were good at this before, Celeste. Can you calm her down?
I can try.
Or let her bite you if she doesn't?
Let her bite you.
I've got hag witch guts it on top of me, so I mean, let's see. I'll try to calm her and get through her tiger craze. I don't remember what I rolled for that last time.
How many of these gems were there also?
Two.
Two. Okay.
Cal said knee.
I'll just like take my rapier and put the pointy end down like 6 inches from her face to get her attention. Not hitting the cat, just like 6 inches back, but putting it down real hard so that way she sees. And just try to literally talk her out of it. Let her know it's done. And she killed it real good.
Killed it real good.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a persuasion roll, please. Or whatever. Charisma.
Oh, Jesus.
Or if you're doing a show of force, you could use a some other means too, if you wanted to roleplay it.
Intimidation?
Yeah, depending on kind of the methods you were using, I guess.
Intimidation is also charisma, so that's not going to help. I mean, it's all charisma at this point. Everything you've talked about is charisma. I don't think I could talk you into acrobatics, so...
Do a dance for her.
I mean, it just kind of depends on how you want to try to calm her down. Like, what methods are you going to use? Because if you're talking to her, then it's going to be mainly charisma based.
Yeah. I would try to snatch George's little monkey and use it as a chew toy for her, but I think George would get mad, so yeah, I'll just talk to her, see what happens. Oops.
She takes a menacing step forward and just kind of starts growling.
I'm gonna growl back.
Stare down.
It's gonna be a stare down. It'll just be like a real out Azaka enough.
Give me another. You can do intimidation this time.
It's all +0. It's straight rolls. I gotta put points in charisma.
Or anybody else can jump in here and help do things too.
Yeah, like assist so I can get some advantage.
I will mage hand pet her. like calming petting.
I'm not being very scary right now because I see this mage hand come out of nowhere. I'm like,
I don't have great charisma either.
Wait, we're trying to scare her, or what are we? Or are we trying
to talk her down?
Yeah,
we got like a Hulk situation going on.
I'm gonna
here.
grab her.
Yep.
And throw her in the water.
But.
What do I roll?
Okay, you can do that, but first she is going to, while Celeste, you are doing that and trying to intimidate her and back off, she is actually going to try to lunge and bite at you in response to the bad rolls.
Okay. Nah.
Don't think 13 is going to hit, though.
In retaliation, can I use my acrobatics to, like, move around her and, like, jump on top of her and pin her down?
Yes. But you want to kind of work with George on that because he's also coming up and trying to do something. So
George has come at her too.
You guys need to communicate this.
Everyone like dogpiling her.
Well, I mean, like she lunged at me, so I should get a chance.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll use my acrobatics to try to because I'm gonna juke out of the way and then get on top of her and put her down.
Okay, I'll give you advantage since George is coming up and also kind of trying to manhandle her basically.
Okay.
Or distract her or something.
Damn it! I rolled 2 twos.
2 twos. We can treat that as the climbing onto the creature things. That's actually a contested check. So versus Azaka.
I rolled 2 twos.
Yeah, she shakes you off.
All right, splashing her in the frickin' face.
George, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay, go for it. Give me a athletics check.
Okay, all right. Oops. 17.
Which I believe. Let's see. Athletics versus the target's athletics or acrobatics. Alright, see what you can do. It's pretty strong, but no. Luck finally runs
Not
out.
for George.
Yep.
George grapples her, drags her to the
Too
water,
busy trying
throws
to eat
her
me
in.
and he doesn't see you coming.
Yep.
I see how it is. I loosen
Alright.
the jar for you.
You toss into the water right next to Mannix.
Oh no!
She falls in the water, a big splash, and just kind of gives off a very cat-like yelping sound. But then when she comes out of the water, she is sputtering, and it looks like it is Azaka's form. And she's just like sputtering in the water, and she comes up with a panicked look in her eyes. She's like, I did not hurt any of you, did I? The last thing I remember was the lightning surging through me, the fury it overtook me.
I'll reach a hand out and help her into the canoe.
Alright.
Like, no, you tried.
She
but
looks like she's about
nobody
to
got
smack
her.
your hand away, but then kind of accepts it and kind of gets more
Okay.
mollified.
We're gonna have to talk about how to handle these situations in the future.
She
I
says,
didn't realize it was a loss of consciousness sort of situation.
I am sorry. I have been trying to be better about this, but that is why I need my mask. It will help me control it.
Well, we're on the right track then.
You are indeed. And in fact, this will be pretty good timing because next time you will arrive at the base of Firefinger. We can montage past a few days of travel, which means you all can long rest.
It's a few days.
We're gonna say 2 days.
All right, then I'm gonna
Two-
roll for my
yeah.
wand real quick. I assume 2 days will be enough, but
As you guys make it to the base of where you believe Firefinger is located, and you can see it from the river. It's this giant, like, obelisk with fire coming out of the top.
it's an obelisk.
Yes, 300-foot tall spire of rock.
Wow. All right.
Indeed, and we will be tackling that next time.
Sorry, quick question.
Yes,
have
yes.
we long rested during this
Yes,
time?
you certainly
Thank you.
have.
Just making sure.
Twice.
I wasn't sure if we were still in
Oh.
rowboats and
Yep,
I
I'll
assume-
give you
on
all a
land
long
now.
rest right here.
Mannix almost might demand the robots be put into the hut. They probably won't fit.
The robots we brought into the hut.
Yeah, he's paranoid about losing those robots.
No. Alright, I gave you all a nice long rest, and we'll tackle Firefinger next time. Thank you to Chris, Rochelle, Raymond, Heather, and Reese. I am Eric. We're here doing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition Tomb of Annihilation every week. We'll see you all next time.